Welcome to My Naturally Sweetened Life. Let's make gluten-free mac and cheese. Start by melting butter in a saucepan and then add gluten-free flour. I like to use Bob's Red Mill 1:1 baking flour. I really like using Bob's Red Mill because it gives a smooth, consistent product every single time. Use a whisk to mix the butter and the flour together, making a roux. You want to cook this for 1 minute to cook off the raw flour flavor. After that minute, add the milk. Continue stirring with a whisk to combine the milk and the roux. Keep an eye on this mixture as it heats. You do not want to let it scorch. In the meantime, I'm going to shred my block of extra sharp white cheddar cheese. Avoid using the pre-shredded bags of cheese because they put an anti-caking agent on them, and that makes the cheese not melt very well, and you will not get a creamy mac and cheese. Also, I use white cheddar cheese because I'm trying to avoid the annatto coloring in the orange, yellowish colored cheese that you can buy at the supermarket. It's just something that I don't want in our food. You can use any kind of cheddar cheese that you would like, but that's just something I do for our family. Continue stirring your milk and roux mixture until it starts to thicken. Now it's time to season the sauce. Add onion powder and garlic powder. After each addition of these seasonings, be sure to whisk thoroughly so that the powders will not clump in your sauce. Next, Himalayan pink salt, and then we're going to add some pepper. You have to excuse my son's feet, they made it into the video. He is low verbal and has autism, but he is the supervisor here at My Naturally Sweetened Life in the food department. He makes sure that mommy is doing her job. Alright, now that our sauce is thickened, it's time to add the cheese. Just add a handful at a time and then whisk until it's melted, and then add some more until all the cheese is incorporated into the sauce. It's melted and your sauce is creamy. This is optional, but I add a few squirts of Frank's Red hot sauce. It gives it a nice flavor and a little bit of color. Bring water to a boil and add your noodles to the water. After you add your noodles, you want to stir them immediately so they will not stick together or stick to the bottom of your pot. On this day, my children ask for fancy mac and cheese. It's just seasoned ground pork added to the mac and cheese, and that's what we're going to do. And because it was a last minute request, I was not ready with thawed meat, but I'll show you how easy it is just to pop 2 pounds of ground pork in the pot with some water and let it steam for about 8 to 10 minutes, and it softens right up and you can cook it the rest of the way. This is my children's favorite way to eat mac and cheese because it's more filling and they love the flavor of the meat that goes with the cheese and noodles. I add salt, pepper, garlic powder and onion powder, and a little basil to the meat. Of course, if you want mac and cheese as a side dish, you do not have to add the meat. I just thought I would show you an extra way of doing gluten-free mac and cheese. Be sure to stir your noodles throughout the cooking process so that they won't stick to the bottom. Now it's time to drain the noodles and then pour them into the pot with the meat. Add your sauce on top of the noodles and then stir everything together. Of course, if you're doing mac and cheese as a side and you do not have the meat, you just combine the cheese and the noodles and then you want to serve it immediately. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button. And if you would like the full printable recipe, come on over to My Naturally Sweetened Life, and I will leave a link in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.